Happy Friday, or is it Happy Saturday? I don't even know anymore. Anywho, darlings, how are y'all doing? My allergies are here, but it's not as bad as it has been in the past few days. So I think it's okay to record another one of our snarky little commentary on Selling the OCs Season 3. So, let me make sure that my mic is actually, yes, my mic is going. Har, har, har. This episode is called High Stakes and Heartache. So, first things first, we are at 146 subscribers, and I am so glad and thankful for you, darlings, you fabulous people who have taken an interest in my little bitty YouTube channel. I said it so many times already, and I will keep saying it. I started with zero, and now we are at 146. Yes, 146. It's not 146 million or 146,000, but 146 subscribers, and I'm very happy and grateful again for each one of you for subscribing to my little bitty channel. And I don't even do anything any special to it. I guess it just goes to show that if people somehow like your personality, and my personality being all kinds of snarky fabulosity, then slowly people will maybe want to be your YouTube friend, such as the case with me. So, anywho, again, thank you, darlings. And my goal is to get to 200 subscribers. I know it's a small number, but like I said, I started at zero. And at 146, we're closer to the goal. And upwards and onwards we go. So let's get back on the snarky commentary about the show. Selling the OCs, Season 3, High Stakes, and Heartache. So, first things first, let's congratulate our resident snarky Brit, Poppy, for selling her Ocean Avenue property, which was to Gio's client. So that was like really good. They like tag team that for the brokerage. And this was her biggest deal yet. The property was damn near like, what was it, $8 million? And boy, did she say her divorce lasted 4 years? Damn. Imagine the billable hours of that. Her lawyers really won, I would say, because I mean, hello, 4 years, lasting 4 years. Her lawyers and her ex's lawyers definitely came out the winner in this. Showed. She, oof, that must have been like hella expensive. Anyway, let's venture back into the drama coming hot off the press from the Sean versus Austin versus Tyler versus every freaking body in their office at this point. Ah, dang. So Ellie Harper, the newest addition to the group, I finally got her name right, asks Polly, Tyler, and Gio what the heck was the catalyst to the near brawl between Sean and Austin. And Polly summarized it this way: that was a man, speaking of Austin, that was a man whose family was threatened by lies. And added Tyler, there was a group of us who knew of the rumors being spread, but didn't repeat them because they didn't deserve to be given light and power. Okay, I can roll with that. Um, Obviously paraphrase that too, but still, you get what I'm saying, right? Polly also inserted that Sean can be your best friend, who is also like, well, damn, okay. Maybe in another episode or maybe another season, we'll hear about Polly's take on what happened or didn't happen between her bestie relationship with Sean and how it imploded. Who knows? Anywho, this won't be the OC if we don't spend some time at the beach with these beach bums, okay? So Tyler and Austin are rowing it up and getting some tan while catching these waves. And at least they didn't forget to put ample amounts of sunscreen. Like a lot of dudes actually think walking through a spray of sunscreen is enough to cover themselves from head to toe. Like, I don't think so because the mist literally doesn't even touch your skin. But hey, I digress. Okay. Anywho, we see Kayla meet up for lunch with Sean and Jarvis. And I'm over here drooling at the food they ordered and the drinks. They're like, hello, day drinking. Anyway, Kayla asks Sean what the hell happened regarding his showdown with Austin. And Sean said that was one of the most demeaning, lowest things. And he was blindsided. I was walking into this office. He further adds that Austin accused him of saying that Austin and his wife tried to have a romp in the sack with Sean, or aka a menage a trois. And Sean doubles down that Austin has told him about his personal intimate stories about him, his wife, including, their alleged proclivities. And panning over to Jarvis, her expression seems to completely side with Sean on this. Whether she has first-hand knowledge that Sean did have these conversations with Austin, who knows? But she sure does go to bat for Sean, that we are sure of. And back to the beach, Sean is also discussing the fallout of his argument with Tyler, with Tyler. Austin is disgusted that Sean was let into his life and his family's life too. And then, from his perspective, Sean turned out to be a snake. So obviously it's a line that is crossed that Austin just can't forgive or forget. As for Sean, he feels wronged by Austin and feels like everyone else is mad because they got called out on their BS, like trying to hook up with everyone in the office. Looking at you, Tyler and Hall. And he ends it with, I'm sleeping like a baby because I have the truth and I know my truth. And the look of proud mama on Jarvis's face is so priceless. Like, she seemed to be like a stage mom who was watching her child at their first recital, who remembered every key and didn't flinch at the pressure. Bravo. Okay, enough about that. Back at the office, Polly is going to celebrate her sale with Hall. And of course, not without inviting the other Alexandra in office, because honestly, there's so many Alexandras in that office. It's ridiculous. This one is Alexandra Rose. Because, Rose and Jarvis has a falling out. So now she's all alone on her island. And Polly either wants to make new friends or she smells the blood in the water and wants to be first bite. Because, Polly. Polly. Because these gals and guys aren't exactly here to be your ultra bestie without the occasional wig snatching. You know what I mean? And Rose, blonde that she is. Good lord, she didn't even know what is the size of a pint is. The girl can sell real estate, multi-million dollar real estate, and yet doesn't know how big or small a pint is, like the actual size of a pint. Yeah. Girl, you can always Google that, right? I mean, hello? Was that a blonde moment or was that a blonde moment? Okay, anyway, so off to the bar we go, where Detective Polly has put her hat back on and is on the hunt for answers from Hall, who was supposed to go to Nashville with Tyler. But for Tyler, she didn't even end up going with him. So he had an empty seat next to him for his flights, like, playing the smallest violin on his shoulder. But anyway, now then, Hall says Tyler invited her. He did. But then the next day just invited her because he has a property showing, but called her again the following day to ask if she really wanted to go. Like, do you want to go but don't want to go? I don't really like, sorry. Basically dangling a carrot then yanking it back. Like these childish games. Then on the day they're supposed to leave, he went offline. Like not a word. So Hall said she texted him to make sure she should not be packing a bag because it sounds like she was invited but not invited, but then invited again. It was just like a mess. But to her dismay, Tyler's dismal response was, "You can still come if you want." Like, huh? What? Bro. You wine and dine a woman, you know her situation being a single mom, and expect her to still be available at your beck and call whenever you're ready for her attention? That is wild. You have tendencies of someone who absolutely thinks themselves is better than, you know, there's a word for that, right? Yep. Starts with an N. Mm-hmm. Yep. But Hall wasn't exactly going to sit at home either, it seems, to lick her wounds because you know this cougar, she will prowl. She went to Vegas instead. And much to the surprise of Polly, he thought she knew all the steps Hall would make before Hall makes them. Girl. Mm, 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 mm. She didn't know that Hall had this Vegas escapade and has her eyes on someone, but unfortunately, the guy is moving to London. That London, yes, across the pond where you have to take, say a 5 6 hour flight from JFK. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That London. But why do I get the feeling though that the dude is just someone Hall is entertaining just to get back at Tyler? You know, like, you think I'm gonna sit at home and wait and cry about you? No, sir. I'm gonna get dressed up, pick myself back up, put on the tightest dress I can put on, hit the town, and paint it red. Okay. You do you, girl. You do you. Now, at the office, the crew has a short powwow with Jason, updating him on their listings or non listings or whatever else is going on with their business, right? And Jason briefly touched on the agents truly needing to focus on um, office business and not on personal shenanigans. And they should always remember that. Okay, so the power was every bit zero drama. We move on to Hall and Tyler, who are at a listing for Hall, who was curious about how Nashville went because again, she was invited, not invited, but yeah, anyway. And she knew that Tyler had gone on without her anyway. So rawr. Hall admits that she was irritated with Tyler for going without her, to which Tyler corrects her by reminding her that he did tell Hall he doesn't want to go, but will be going anyway. And if she wanted to come, he could have asked her outright, but didn't do it. I mean, it was more like it wasn't an ambiguous question, like, on the fence, like, hey, if you want to come, like, that's something you say with like a bro or like, like a pal, like an actual friend, platonic friend. I mean, if it's just somebody you're like, potentially allegedly bumping uglies with, like, hello. Okay. I just think he's so annoying. He knows she's into him, and he totally plays into that. And honestly, Hal needs to go outside and smell grass or something because Tyler just isn't it, darling. He's just not serious enough. He's still in his just divorced mode and is looking for something easy. No strings, just no definition. I'm just saying, like, shoot. Tyler says Hall wants her cake and eat it too. Well, damn. Did she at least get a lick of the lollipop while she was in San Diego? Hashtag asking for a friend. Mmm. You darlings are so snarky and naughty. As per Hall, well, we already know that she says she went to bed with a large bottle of water while she was in San Diego. So, okay, girl, you stick with that. And anywho, that is where we end this recap of selling the OC. I was gonna say selling sunset again. OMG. I'm sorry, guys. Selling the OC season three's high stakes and heartaches. And remember, darlings, there is nothing you can do that would make you less fabulous because you are already your fabulous little you. So stay fabulous because that's all you can do. And try to leave some grace for others, even though, traffic might drive you crazy, or maybe your neighbor would drive you crazy, or something or another would drive you crazy. Try to leave some grace for others, including yourself. And remember to always journey in gratitude. I shall see you, darlings, on the next go around. Toodaloo for now. Bye.